there, Tanya Rainier here, and today we are talking about the ever important question of should I discount my services for friends and family? And usually that is somewhat tied into should I offer my services for free when friends and family ask? It is something that plagues all of us as entrepreneurs, especially women, and it's really, really important that we get clear on when we should do this and who we should do it for. So, chances are if you've been approached by a good friend or even a not so good friend or somebody in your family, you've been plagued with the decision of, do I charge them full price? Do I discount? Do I just do it for free? I mean, what's the protocol here? And there really isn't one. It really depends on so many factors. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about today. I have 5 questions that I want you to ask yourself anytime this situation arises. But before we get into those, I want you to know it is perfectly fine to charge friends and family full price for your services. People vote with their wallets. They pay for the things that they value. If your friends and family really value what you do, like a lot, they're not going to have a problem paying you to do what you do. One of my best friends is my hairdresser. And I see her all the time, and I don't ask her for discounts. I don't ask her to do my hair for free. That's her business. That's how she makes money. I pay her full price and I tip her well. And that's kind of what I would expect everybody would think, but that's not always the case. Some people expect discounts. They expect freebies just because they know you. So there's sometimes you need to be the one to kind of set the boundaries and lay it on the line. This is the way that it's going to work. And this is how you do it. First and foremost, when that situation arises and they ask you for your services or to pick your brain or do whatever, ask yourself this question first. Do they pass the midnight test? Meaning, if you called them at midnight or 1 a.m. for anything, to come over because there's an emergency, to bail you out of jail, whatever the case may be, would they be there in a second? Would they drop everything and run to you, no questions asked? If so, well, then you might want to consider offering your services for a discount or for free, whatever feels right to you for that particular person, as long as it's a one-time thing. It's not an ongoing thing that's going to really pull away from your business or your family time or anything like that. So if they're that good of a friend, they're that close to you, sure. They're the exception to the rule. Now, for everybody else, a couple of questions that I want you to run through for everybody else that comes to you and asks. First in that category, so question number 2 is, can you afford it? If you are in a place in your business where you're busy, and we all know you're trying to run a business and you probably have a life outside of your business, which means there's not a whole lot of extra time in your day. So is helping this person going to take away from a paying client? Is it going to take away from your family time or things in your life that are really important to you? And is it worth it? So that's something you need to ask yourself. Those are your values, your priorities, and you need to prioritize above anything that you're going to be giving away for free or at a steep discount, right? So can you afford it? Because in order to say yes to something, you have to say no to something else. So that's a really important question. Number 3, are you the right person to help? Now, just because you might be an expert in your field doesn't necessarily mean you're the right person for them in this situation. And you shouldn't take on a job, even if it's free, that you're offering something for free at a discount, if you're not the right person. All that's going to do is damage your reputation. As a designer, I own a design business, and I have had friends and family ask me to come over and help them with decorations. I can't tell you how many times. My zone of genius is in color selection and putting palettes and rough materials together. It's not in purchasing lamps and pillows and rugs. Yes, I've done it, I do it, but it's not my zone of genius, and it takes me more time than it takes somebody that is really, really well versed in that area. So when I have somebody that asks me to come over and help them do that for free, my answer is simply, that's not my zone of genius. That's not what I'm really, really an expert at. But if you'd like, I can refer you to somebody who is. Simple, just like that. And it usually will kind of pass the torch on to somebody that's better equipped to do that than I am. Number 4, do you really want to help? Now, this is where I want you to tune in to the feelings, your gut, what's going on inside. Are you having negative feelings? Like as soon as they asked, did your gut turn all naughty and crazy? And did you think, oh man, what do I say now? Because chances are that means it's a no. Tell them they're paying full price. Like it is what it is, right? And the way that you do that is you simply say, you know what? I would love to help you. I am super busy right now. So let me take a look at my calendar and see when I can fit you in. Can I call you back? Take a breath, compose yourself, get your confidence up, call them back and say, you know what? I've got an opening. I can fit you in at this time. These are my rates. Would you like me to schedule you in? And if they don't like the rates you came back with, they're going to say something like, you know what? Let me get back to you on that. And then you won't hear from them again. And that's fine because you don't want to take on somebody that doesn't value what you do. It goes right back to that. So if you have those negative feelings and you're not feeling good and you're feeling like the reason you want to say yes to them is out of guilt or obligation, don't do it. That never turns out well. You're coming from a place of negativity, not positivity. And nobody wants a gift that's like wrapped in negativity paper, right? And that's exactly what you're doing if you say yes to that. So you make sure you stick to your guns, listen to your gut, and say no to the freebies or discounts in that situation. And lastly, what do you expect in return? If you decide to discount your services, or if you decide to offer them for free, is it, here you go, unconditional gift, no questions asked, I don't want anything in return? Or are you hoping for them to turn around and do you a favor in the future? Do you want a discount from them and what they do? Do you want a testimonial? Figure that out, know what it is, and be honest up front and put it on the table at the beginning of this entire conversation. Say to them, I would love to help you. I think I'm the right person for you. I think this is going to be great. However, I really need testimonials. After this, would you be willing to write a nice testimonial on my website? And of course, they're going to say yes. But by being honest and upfront, it's clearing the air of any unspoken or under the table expectations. It puts the catch right out there. Yep, I'm doing it. This is the catch. And everyone's happier that way. Everyone knows the rules of the game that way. And it's just that easy. So no matter what you decide to do, remember you are valuable. You are worth every penny that you're charging. You are the expert in your area, your field of service, your expertise, and you deserve to be paid well for that. So don't undervalue yourself by discounting and offering freebies to just anybody. Keep that as a very exclusive special gift that you only pull out and give away once in a while. So that's it. I hope that was helpful for you, and I will see you on the next video.